Hello guys, welcome back to another video in the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 8 series. It's been a couple of months since I've worked on this. It's one of those things where I think that's fine because I'm doing my prompts, I'm responding to the prompts in panels like this, so each prompt is a separate piece. I was hoping to get some, this one is Granny Chic, so this is prompt number 6, and the prompt for that is Granny Chic. This book is a book that the girls recommended to look through, and I do have this book, so I thought I'd just have a quick little look through, and it's quite inspiring. Just see if, you know, there's anything that's kind of jumping out at me. I think I've decided what I want to, the backing that I want to use, which is this for my Granny Chic one, because this fabric was actually my granny's. It was a tablecloth, and I'd sort of got my mind set on this other. It's funny, I had a granny who is my mum, my dad's mum, and my grandma was my mum's mum. So because it's Granny Chic, I'm going to use this for my granny. Hence that's her tablecloth. But she did, I remember she had this set in the 80s and, yeah, was it 90s? No, late 80s I think. And it was, I think it was called Eternal Bow. I'm sure you'll recognise it, you'll know it if you see it, but I was kind of wanting to get something in that fabric because it really reminds me of it. But I think that actually, you know, I've got this already that was actually my granny's, whereas if I was going to find something in that Eternal Bow print, I'd be buying it, and I kind of thought it's nice to use something that I've already got. So this is the book then, Granny Chic. This is a lovely Dottie Angel. It is a lovely book and it's got lots of inspiration in. I'm just going to have a quick flick through. So you can see here there's lots of inspiration with like the crochet doilies, which I've shown before on the channel, and I did do one of my other panels. I think I've got them here so I can show you like this kind of thing. Yeah, I have got loads of those sort of things, but today I'm responding to Granny Chic. I was toying around with doing one of the other prompts because we're now on prompt 18. They've gone up to prompt 18, and I was kind of getting a bit stuck around this Granny Chic one. I don't really know why, and I think that's why I've not worked on it for a while. But now I've decided to use this fabric, I'm going to just crack on and do it in order rather than be jumping around. I don't think it really matters because people just, you know, I'm so far behind the prompts anyway. People just enjoy, you know, following what you're doing, don't they? And if other people are doing the prompts as well, then, you know, I'll put it in the description which prompt I'm responding to. This is lovely, this little banner, Dottie Angel. I love these colours. These are definitely my kind of colours, and actually this is very similar, isn't it? So just try and keep that in the middle to embrace all that is Granny Chic and give it a forever home. Yeah, that's what we do, isn't it? Repurposing all the beautiful vintage textiles, tablecloths, these sort of lampshades in those kind of Sanderson, Laura Ashley prints. Really lovely with the granny stripe blanket. It's just so much inspiration in here. So many things, like the colours, you know, the details, the patterns on plates. You know, this sort of way of decorating where you've got images hung on a string with pegs. Just really simple but so effective. This is a pattern for making a little pinny. Let's go calling it a half pinny. So it's just around the waist rather than full body one. And it gives you the recipe, what you need, and then I've got all these laces and trims. That's beautiful. Lovely little vintage fabric curtain. They've added on some lace at the bottom just to make it a bit more a bit longer. How lovely is that? This reminds me, actually, I know it's not the same, but if you follow Lilly and the Bee, I'll link her channel below. She's fairly recently started to work from her van. So they have a van that they go travelling in. She does live in a house, but she started to film from her van. It's not this kind of van, it is a more modern van. But when she's filming, she has all of her bits and bobs around her and behind her. It looks really cute. But like I say, I'll link her channel below. More curtains, patched fabric together. This is very much kind of what Sarah and Rachel, I think, kind of set out with their project. Because, you know, they're doing like a big piece with lots of things on it, whereas mine is starting out as panels and then it will all be pieced together. I love these little aprons, such a lovely style. This is so nice though, isn't it, against the window? Oh, look at that tray, how beautiful. All the little tins, these enamel tins. I used to have some tins that I used to put tea, coffee and sugar in that sort of design. But these colours, I just love this sort of green, like this kind of green. It's just so rich. Trimming little dishcloths with fabric, bias binding, making bunting from little patches, little fabric rug. This is cute on the door as well. I've got so many ideas for our home. I think it's going to be a bit of a series on the channel actually, because I've been wanting to, whoa, by my head then, I've been wanting to decorate, and I've got so many ideas. I just need to start putting it into practice. I've started some of it, but I think it might be nice to document as well. I used to have this print here. I think it might have been Marks and Spencer's, this one. In my bedroom I had the duvet cover and the curtains. I showed a video earlier on today actually of a thrifted vintage haul I've recently done, and it was showing, there was a magazine of, you know, the Golden Hands magazine, and it was showing this room where the bedding, the valance, the cover on the top, the wall, so the wallpaper and the window, the curtain, were all in exactly the same print in the same colour. It was kind of like pattern drenching your room, and it was so 70s because it was all like orange, shades of orange and brown. Oh, sweet. I love that. Little bedding is on. Oh, how lovely. I love all this kind of thing. All these kind of lace panels hanging at the window. I'd quite like to have a go at making a lampshade actually. Not necessarily this kind, but yeah, I just am quite intrigued by it. It's one of those itches that I need to scratch at some point. And also this, I really like covering furniture in fabric where you've got scraps. I just thought I'd give you a little flip through this book because it is really nice. Look at these seats. Oh, so good. They're nice the way they're all different fabrics, but they all tie together. It's nice, cohesive. That's really nice. I feel like this is the kind of thing that I want to do for prompt 18, which is hearts. Something like that. Not just one heart, but have, you know, various different hearts on my panel. Yeah, like that kind of thing, with canvas stitching, covered hangers. These aprons are so nice. They remind me of Paula from Stitched by Mrs. D. If you follow her channel, again I'll link her below. She does a lot of knitting. She makes bags, project bags. She's really nice to follow. She's got lots of animals as well in there. They're always part of the videos that she shares. Okay. Oh, so inspiring, aren't they? All these images and things. That's a lovely print. Pom-poms. Doilies. That looks like one of the doilies I've got, actually. Let's have a look. How is it? These. Is it the same? Yeah, it is actually. It's the same. But I did all this stitching on my one in the middle, but that is the same. I'll show you my other panels that I did as well in a minute. Just to finish having a quick look through this. That's quite effective, isn't it? The doilies on the steps. I don't think they're actually doilies stuck to the steps. I think it's like the pattern of them, the print. That's effective as well. Dingle dangle door screen. That would not work in our house because of the cat. The cat would be trying to climb or scale that. That's beautiful. Teapot cozy. Oh, there's a pattern for that as well. Nice colours, really nice. Sorry, that was my tummy. I don't know if you heard that. Right, so I think you get the idea. I'll probably try and look at that. I'll probably try and move on now and just start showing you that print. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. I'll show you the yeah, this is a kind of a bit like Lilly and the Bee, you know, sort of set up when she's filming anyway. I think she sets it up for filming. That's lovely too. Right, let's focus in on what we're doing. So that's the Granny Chic book. So this is a panel that I think I want to use for this Granny Chic project, and I think all I'm going to do, because the fabric speaks for itself, is I'm just going to do some stitching on it. It's quite busy as it is anyway, but I've already backed this one and it's attached to the wadding. It's not wadding, it's curtain batting, but I feel like that's what I want to do with that one. I'm just going to quickly show you my other ones that I did. This is my first one. This is the first prompt. Oh, you've probably seen these before if you've been following the channel, but that was the doily one. Oh, just move those out of the way a minute. There's the doily one with a little stuff puff and a button. I need to cut that one down. That one, which was a piece of English paper piecing piece that I made a little while ago, and I attached that onto this embroidered piece. And then this canvas stitched wonky log cabin. I love that one, it's so tactile. So I'm going to just move these out of the way because they're not going to be much help to me while I'm wanting to start stitching on here. So I've got some threads that I'll turn them on my side. I like the colours of. I've got a needle here. Use that one. And then, yeah, I think I want to start using this. I might try this one first. That's a nice colour, isn't it? It's quite 50s. I don't know if you can see that. It's getting a bit dark now here. I've got my ring light overhead, but I've also got the curtains slightly closed just so that I've not got people outside looking at me. Well, I suppose I could, if they were interested in what I was doing, I could put some information out there about my channel and get them to go and watch it, and then they can find out what I'm doing. I'm just going to do a little knot here. So how are you? If you're here because you're also doing Roxy's Journal of Stitchery, I would love to know where you're at with your prompts. Like I say, this one is prompt 6, Granny Chic. This is the colour that I'm using at the moment. This is a Finca thread, and it's size 12. I think the colour is 94. Oh no, the colour is there, look. Can you see that? It says C/4059T.81. I got these from, I got quite a few actually from a supplier that is in, I'm just going to do some seed stitching. She's in the UK, she's a textile person. She sort of sells, you know, mostly sewing threads or embroidery threads. So I got those from her. She sells like the smaller rolls as well as the bigger ones, and also she sells the, you know, the ones that you can get in a little strand. This feels so nice. I love stitching. It's just so calming, isn't it? I feel like this colour kind of nicely matches this one. Helps the colours pop a bit. Oops. So yeah, I'd love to know how you're getting on with your piece, and if you're doing it, are you doing it as a panel, are you doing it as a big piece and attaching bits as the prompts go on, or are you doing panels? I think a few people, I think there's a bit of a mix really, to be fair. There's a variety of people doing it different ways, which is, you know, I always find it so interesting the way that you can have the same set of prompts, but you can come out with completely different results, you know, depending on how you interpret it, what you want to do, your personal taste and preference. I probably should have got a hoop for this actually, because I'm not doing anything hugely unusual, but it just kind of helps keep things a bit more flat. But it's just so nice and squidgy. Yeah, if you've never used this kind of curtain lining before, it's just like wadding, but it's really like a blanket really, and it's just so nice to hold, and it's lovely for things like quilts and all that, because it's washable and it's pre-washed as well. I got mine from a local interior design shop where the lady sells, she's got her own business, and she sells some fabrics, you know, that you can buy there, and she also sells curtain linings and you know, interfacing, all that kind of thing. Oh, do you know, it feels so good to get going on this, because I've just been procrastinating on it for so long, and you know, like we all do, we get distracted, don't we, doing other projects, and but I do really want to complete this, because I really like the idea of piecing all these panels together and making either a wall hanging or a little blanket. It will be quite a decent size. I think I'd just struggle with having like a big piece of fabric all the time, although I can see the benefit of doing it that way, but I don't know, I don't think it really matters. It's just whatever you feel drawn to do, doesn't it, at the time. I'd love to know as well, I've got quite a lot of new subscribers on the channel, which is really lovely, so welcome. If you are new around here, I haven't posted a Roxy's Journal of Stitchery video for quite a while, so if you're here for that, you won't have seen me for a while, but thank you for joining. If you're new to me, I really appreciate you subscribing to the channel, and you know, all of your likes and comments and all of those things. They all really mean a lot, because I would really like to grow this channel. I've posted up quite a few videos actually today, because I had a bit of a break from posting, just with sort of being away and you know, I don't know, not been feeling too great. I had, if you've seen any of my other videos that I've recently posted sort of today, you'll know that I had an accident last week, and I'm a bit immobile, should we say. So I've been able to catch up on doing these videos, because I don't need to be walking around, which is great. It's nothing permanent. Hopefully I'll, you know, be back on my feet again properly soon. But for now, oops, sorry, just knocking you again. For now, I'm not able to walk around properly, which is really frustrating, because I need to keep moving as well, but I also need to rest. But I just find it difficult to, you know, sort of when you feel like you're locked in the same position all the time. My knee keeps locking, and my ankle is quite sore and everything, you know. When I try and move them, it's actually quite painful. So I think I need to speak to my GP and see if I can get some better anti-inflammatories, because at the moment I'm just taking ibuprofen, and I don't really like taking medication anyway, but sometimes needs must. Need it. I also enjoy natural therapy, so like turmeric's good, isn't it, for inflammation. I think just as well, just the rest, you know, just rest. You don't, I've got plenty to do while I'm resting. If that, I don't, not that I need to be doing, but you know, being able to do things like this, it really is quite good. I'm quite enjoying the quiet as well. We it's sort of not inherited, but we were given a clock recently, and we've got it in the kitchen, and it's one that actually has a, you know, goes tick-tock, and it's, I don't know, I always used to not like clocks that made that noise, because they used to make me feel like, you know, you're very conscious of time passing and not being able to relax. But I've realised that this sound is actually very soothing, and it reminds me of, you know, like, I suppose my grandma and granddad and my granny and granddad used to have clocks that made that kind of noise, and yeah, it's quite nostalgic. Right, so we've done that little bit. I'm just going to tie this bit off, because I'm sorry if you can hear my tummy. It's very vocal today. It's a bit like my pussycat Dexter was making noise earlier on, and was it yesterday I was filming something, and he was making a lot of, so I think what I'll do with this sort of seed stitching is just do random areas of it, just kind of tie it together. I'll keep doing this colour for now, and then I'll use, what other colour might I use? Maybe something darker as well. These are the ones I've got, or that I've pulled, thinking they might work quite well. Maybe they'd be nice. That one's a really pale green. I don't know if you can really see that. That one's a thinker one as well. Colour 188, I think it is. But yeah, I'll just do a bit more of this one. I also haven't done like been doing really long videos. They've been a bit shorter, but I'd love to know do you like long videos, long chatty videos, or do you like short, more punchy videos? I think with stitch alongs like this, it's quite nice to maybe have them a bit longer and be able to chat. I know I enjoy listening to, you know, other people when they do that. I suppose the thing is, you know, you're not going to please everybody, are you, when you've got your own channel. You sort of, I think it has to come from a place of what you enjoy first, and then other people will, you know, kind of fit in with that or not. You know, people don't enjoy it. At the end of the day, you have to do what makes you happy. Yeah. I think we can worry too much about what people think, and I think in truth people don't really, you know, worry too much about what other people are doing unless it's offensive. And nothing we're doing here is offensive, is it? We're all just like-minded friends, stitching, making with our hands, creating. Yeah, so let me know where in the world you are. Like I say, I know I've got people following from the United States and Australia, the UK. It keeps sort of moving around, you know, where's the most popular, as in where are most people from. And when you look at the analytics, they're quite interesting, aren't they? But yeah, it's nice to know that you get, you know, people seeing what you're doing from different parts of the world, and you can connect with each other and you know, share the thing that you enjoy with each other. And if any of you watching have got your own channel, if I don't follow you already, let me know what your channel is, how we can find you, and if you know, let us know what sort of things you like doing, and then maybe we can find other friends as well. It's strange not being at work today. I'd normally be working on a Saturday. But I've been signed off at the minute, so it's weird. I keep thinking it's Sunday. I'm like, oh no, it's not, it's Saturday. I do watch quite a lot of things on YouTube, and there are some channels that post on specific days, and I was like looking earlier on, and I was like, oh yeah, they're not posting today, are they? I was thinking, why is there nothing come up yet? But then I realised it's because it's not actually Sunday. Oh dear. Do you have that, like a bit of a routine with some things where, and then when you think it's a specific day and it's really not that day, it really throws you off? Or if you have a change in routine? I like kind of being a bit spontaneous, really. I like to have a bit of routine with some things, but it's nice to go with the flow and see how you feel. So I might just leave this video here for now. I'm going to do more work on this. I'm going to do a bit more of this colour, and then I'm going to add some of that one and some of that one as well, but I'll just spread it out over the piece, so you'll see that more finished when I do my next video, which will be for prompt 7, and that is for your own embroidery. So if funny enough, I was doing some of my own embroidery, and I shared a video about that today. Was it today or yesterday? Today. I knitted a Sophie scarf. I don't know if you know what a Sophie scarf is. If you knit, you probably will know what one is. But it's a really simple, easy to make scarf. And I did some embroidery on it, and I'll just share the video of that, so you can have a look on the channel and you'll see me sharing the first part of doing that if you're interested in embroidery. But yeah, so Granny Chic, that is where I'm sort of at the moment with that. And then, like I say, I'll add a bit more stitching in the 2 different other shades, and then that will be that panel, and then I'll be on to your own embroidery. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I will be back very soon with the next one. I feel like I'm getting back into a flow with this, and I'll look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye.